We're starting to get into that transitional period of the warm Gulf moisture colliding with the cold air, and as we near spring, we're getting these kind of late winter, early spring storms. Thankfully for us, quiet weather. Now, we will see a couple of chances for some rain, but severe risks are very low. We'll talk about that in a moment. Beautiful out toward downtown. We've just had some high, thin cirrus clouds moving through. 56 degrees right now, dew points in the 30s, very dry air as our early Sunday morning front moved through, really dropping temperatures throughout the day yesterday. And we started off the day chilly. We had we had low 30s on the North Shore. We were near freezing at a few spots, and low 40s south, only warming into the mid 50s during the afternoon. And that's about where we are right now. Only a few locations getting into the lower 60s. With that dry air in place, it felt a whole lot nicer. Now, dew points are low. They will be coming up slightly during the overnight and into the day tomorrow. The reason for that is, and you can already see, we do have a little bit more of an onshore wind coming back over the area. So while we had a north wind much of the day, and going back to yesterday, the winds are starting to change direction. So we will stay chilly all week, just a little bit milder during the day tomorrow. And tomorrow going into early Wednesday, kind of our one hiccup all week, as we will see some storms rolling in after midnight. Now, the good news is rain will be gone before daybreak on Wednesday, so not an issue for the morning commute, but it will be turning sharply colder throughout the day Wednesday, and hard freezes north of the lake and areas west Friday and Saturday morning. Then we're looking ahead to the possibility of some weekend rain. Here's what's going on right now. An upper trough is deepening kind of across Idaho, northern Utah, along with an upper trough that is coming out of western Canada. These features will combine to, one, develop our storm system that'll move through early Wednesday, and that air mass from Canada is going to be pushing farther south. That's bringing back a few days of more of an Arctic chill for us. Right now, easterly winds, but they are changing direction. And so while it'll be a cool day tomorrow, highs will be more into the lower 60s. Here comes the Gulf system that's moving our way. It'll actually be a surface low that comes out of Texas and into the Gulf, and thankfully staying well down to our south. That's going to really limit the more severe threat right along the coastline. Now, everyone is going to get in on some heavy rainfall at times, but the real risk of anything severe and really more so isolated tornadoes, that's going to be a very low-end threat. And if we were to see it, I think it's going to be a little bit closer to the coast. That all moves in after midnight Wednesday morning, and by daybreak Wednesday, rain is gone and that cold air quickly moving in. Again, at the moment, Storm Prediction Center is only placing a low-end threat for severe weather and really for any kind of tornadic storms, and even that remains a very low low potential at this moment. That would be right along the coastline if we were to see anything. So what you would need to do is just have the WW app, because that will notify you if any warnings are issued. The low threat of that actually occurring. Here's that cold air. It's kind of centered right over parts of central Canada and the Dakotas. This is what that trough is going to bring southward, and we are looking at some very cold days going toward the end of the week, starting on Wednesday. That cold air mass will stay with us, or at least chilly, through the weekend. Early next week, it does look like we see slight warming with an upper ridge, and then heading toward the last big weekend of Carnival, another cold front moving in. So it looks like the trend will be for us to stay on the cooler side. But I mentioned that rain chance on the weekend. As we go later into the evening, and a lot of parades on the evening of this Saturday, may start to see some shower activity moving our way. Now, this is going to be a Gulf low, which looks to stay even farther offshore. So rain even during the overnight, not nearly as great, and kind of wrapping up early on Sunday. So there is the possibility of maybe some late evening showers on Saturday for our parades. I got us at about a 40%, more so late, and then wrapping up early on Sunday. Again, our storms late tomorrow night, early Wednesday morning, with falling temperatures and a hard freeze North Shore Thursday and Friday morning.
Let's